All right, it's
Let's
the
do it.
Hot Morning Show with Bekah and Mike D in Providence, and a good friend of the show. He's been in studio with us. Wish we could have him back in the studio soon, but right now this is as good as it's gonna get.
I
Ty
wish I could
Dolla
be there
Sign.
too.
We wish you could be here too, for real, for real. How you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Doing
You hear me?
good.
Oh, for sure, man. It's good to hear that.
It's we're recording this the Monday after Thanksgiving, so obviously we want to ask you how your Thanksgiving was, Ty.
Thanksgiving was amazing. I'm still full, and
Yeah.
I just worked out. It felt like I hadn't worked out in like a year.
Ugh, you're better than
You know,
me. What's your go-to workout the Monday after Thanksgiving?
my trainer just had us doing a little bit of weightlifting, a little bit of Pilates, a little bit of cardio. It was intense.
It's like a Ty Dolla Sign album, a little bit for everybody.
A little bit of
Yeah.
everything.
You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of which, featuring Ty Dolla Sign, been out killing it. You know, just one of those albums from start to finish. You get, like we said, you get a little bit of everything. Give us a little bit of the process of like how you got into getting all these collaborations and making the album sound like a complete project, just one big cohesive project.
Uh, it was God, man. God blessed us all, with that kid Ty Dolla Sign who came through finally for his own album. He's always blessing everybody else with his
Yeah.
talent and energy. So, we just got to thank God for this, and all the praise and glory goes to Him.
And we want to talk about the single Spicy out with Post Malone. Just watch the video for it. I love that Snoop Dogg voice over there.
Yo, man, shout out to Uncle Snoop. When we were making the video, and they sent it back to me, to approve everything. My guy who directed it, I don't know if it was his voice originally or he had somebody do this, super country twang voice, and it was dope. But I was like, it would be sicker if we had a voice that we all know, that we all love, and who other than Snoop, So I hit him up with the idea, and he loved it, and he blessed me like right then. So shout out to Snoop. We love you, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, that's to be able to contact a legend like Snoop Dogg to do something, and him being so open to do that speaks volumes on the respect everybody has for you. Rightfully so. I mean, you're on so many big hits, and it's not even just what you provide on the song with your vocals. It's also with the writing and everything. And we know you've worked with some of my, I mean, obviously, you don't have to look that far to know who some of my favorite artists are right behind me here. And a guy that hasn't really, he's been pretty quiet, Kid Cudi. Seeing him on the album was super exciting for me. And I know that you've mentioned in other interviews that you have more stuff with Cudi. Is that something we can expect before 2020, 2021?
I couldn't tell you what he wants to do, what his plans are. And, as far as I plan, I'm not dropping in anything with Kid Cudi before 2021. But we definitely have some music in the can, and it's amazing. And every time me and Cudi get together, whether it's just on some life shit or some music shit, it's fantastic, man. That's my brother. So shout out to Cudi.
And it's just great to see him in like the mental space that he's been in the last few years, starting like, I remember that run with the Kids See Ghosts album when Ye was doing all those Wyoming albums. You were there for pretty much all of it. What was that creative process like, being in studio with Kanye and Cudi and heavily featured Ty Dolla Sign on that album?
Oh man, it was dope, man. Every time I'm around Ye, it's a learning experience. It's just a dope it's just a dope experience, period. To be around somebody that whatever they imagine and whatever they say, it happens. You know what I'm saying? And then it just taught me that I could do the same thing. So, like I said, it's a blessing to be around Ye and Cudi and to have, just got that experience for sure, man. Praise God.
in a way, you put it out there and you hope that it comes back. It's a good way to live your day to day, that's for sure. Third studio album, like we said, it's called Featuring Ty Dolla Sign. Now, it wasn't always called that. The album had a different name. Is that correct?
Yeah, at first I was gonna call it Dream House as a sequel to the Beach House projects, but then like last minute, the week of, I had this dream that I put out an album called Featuring Ty Dolla Sign, and I just follow my dreams, you know, like I
Literally.
always do. And I told my my team, Kelsey will tell you, I just told her like the next day in the studio, I want to change the name to Featuring Ty Dolla Sign. I know we already have artwork. We're gonna have to change the artwork. I have this one picture that I think would be cool for it, and I want it to look like this, and da 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 da. And they were able to make it happen. So shout out to my team. And you know, now we have it. Featuring Ty Dolla Sign is out for everybody to listen to, and so far we've been getting a great response. That was my first time going #1
Congrats.
on the R&B charts, so that felt great. And,
which is crazy.
Yeah, right. So that was dope. And more music on the way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know, we talk about all the people you collaborate with and just how versatile you are. And I want to get into that in a minute. But first, I think your loyalty, it just speaks volumes when you continue to acknowledge your brother. And, you know, it's still Free TC, which Free TC is one of my favorite albums. And to hear him on the album again and to hear that there's an update and there's some progress being made towards, you know, what's going on with him, it was really dope to hear. And just speaking from a fan standpoint, you know, we're invested in that too. So it was good to hear that.
I appreciate that, man. Shout out to my bro. Shout out to everybody involved, from Kim K, Weldon, Jessica. I love y'all, and thank you so much. And you know, with God, we could do anything for sure.
Absolutely. And we were speaking on the versatility. One of my like favorite people you collaborate with, and I really think your friendship with this person is interesting, because I saw he was with you on the Tiny Desk performance you did with Skrillex. And, you know, you guys have collaborated a few times now. Is there potential there for like a full project? Because you guys just kill it every time together.
We need to. I've told him, we talked about it. We actually have a whole bunch of songs, but it would just take sitting down and fully locking in, because like Skrillex reminds me of myself in a way of, he's a perfectionist. So we're not gonna just like have a gang of songs and be like, oh, let's drop that as an album. It's gonna be like, nah, we gotta take time and perfect it and make sure everything is right. Ego Death, for instance, we started on that in like 2017 and just dropped it in 2020. It might have been 2018, but you know, it's a process. And I mean, we could do something quick, but we'd rather like make it perfect. And like right now, he's been working on his album, taking his time. And like, I remember hearing songs a while ago for it and telling him like, why don't you just drop it? But I understand his process, and it's like, he's a full perfectionist. So I'm super excited about the album he's about to drop. And everybody be on the lookout for that for sure. It's crazy. I call him the EDM Dr. Dre.
Yeah, for real. And listen, you're the EDM Nate Dogg. I think that's really, it's really the only comparison we could think of. And, you know, obviously you've made your own way, you've paved your own lane. But if there is anybody that's you know, previous legend status, your comparison is Nate Dogg. I know you've probably heard that before, but you know, because not even just with Skrillex, I've heard you on tracks with Major Lazer. There was another track you did with, I think it was I Love McCona. I forgot the DJ's name, but I think it was Destructo maybe. But
yeah,
just
yeah,
that song,
sure.
crazy fire.
There's a gang of songs in that genre that I've been a part of, and more to come for sure. I like all different types of music, you know, just depending on where we at, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be a part of all of them when they come on. If we pop up in Ibiza or Miami or Vegas when the world comes back, of course, you know, I want to be a part of the songs that are playing, you know what I'm saying? So luckily, I listened to a whole bunch of different types of music growing up, so I could, float right on whatever they play me.
You could tell all the influences that play a part in your music, especially this last album. We're playing Spicy right now here on Hot 106. And also, I wanted to congratulate you on your Grammy nomination. Just came out last week.
Hey.
Where were you when you found out about the Grammy nod?
I woke up and then I started getting texts like, congrats. And then I looked and then I saw it. And that was like amazing. Jacob Collier, he's always like been one of my favorites. And when we finally linked up, it was dope. And anytime he comes to LA, I'm always pulling up on him. And this particular record right here, I did right here in this room. And that was like at the beginning of quarantine when you just didn't know what was going to happen. But he sent me this record and it for sure brightened up my day, just like hearing those chords and like what he was down to do. You know what I mean? Like it didn't sound like anything else that was out. It was fully just Jacob having full fun with the music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, let's just go. And like, even when he first sent it to me, it was a little bit more left than the record that we actually dropped. Like, it was even more deep with the chord changes and jazzed out. But we came down to what we dropped, and it got nominated for a Grammy. I'm not gonna say I knew it would, but like I knew it was special. I knew it was like I knew it was one of the most special records I was a part of in my whole career for sure. And shout out to Jacob and Mahalia, and I'm just super happy to be a part of that. And shout out to the everybody at the Grammys that made that happen for us. Fully appreciated and fully grateful for sure.
Ty, we are super happy to have you here once again. Heard in Providence. Spicy is the single we're playing right now off of featuring Ty Dolla Sign. Ty, we appreciate you and have a great rest of your year. Can't wait to see what comes up next. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Much love.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks.